And that leads me to my next point that I want to make. I have been so consumed with making videos that I realize this is not healthy if I'm doing this all the time. I need to seriously take a break and focus on other things. Um, and I've just been observing of myself, but I've been so consumed with social media and making videos and all that in myself and getting so caught up in myself, like hearing myself, hearing what I'm saying and hearing what I'm saying, like I'm just getting so absorbed into myself that I'm like, can I, like take a break? Like, am I getting too sucked into myself? Am I getting too, consumed with myself? Um, with this, like, I can't think of any other way to talk about it. And the thing is, I apologize for things in my videos and I cover up things because I feel from my heart that I want to do that. Um, and that it's right. However, I do feel this fear in me that if I continue apologizing, if I continue covering up, what it will turn into is holding myself back from expressing my authentic voice and my authentic truth. From speaking my truth, from saying exactly what I want to say, from being my creative self. Um, and so, um, and so what I'm afraid is what will turn into, like, I have to be really, really careful and I have to draw the line and say, no, I won't turn into being very apologetic and holding back and overly caring what you think. And I care about you as viewers. I want you to enjoy my videos and I want more to follow my videos. However, if I make posts and videos for the sake of you and you alone, and pleasing you, as I've stated in my Neptune and Aries podcast, I can forget about making, videos on YouTube because the whole point of doing this in the first place was to express my authentic voice, to share what I want to share, not to please you, not to cater to you, not to give you what you want, not what I want, to to completely serve you and not serve me, to compromise my own creative energy in my videos to serve you and all that. Like when I make posts, you're gonna see my real thoughts and opinions of things come out when I make posts, for example, and my thoughts and things. There will be updates and there will be more objective, factual posts, but a lot of them will be my thoughts and opinions. And I do want you, if you're reading them, to not dismiss it, not judge it, but to be open to those things. Like yesterday, I shared a post about intellectual traction and a video that I was seeing on AI that I was researching and my true feelings about the intellectual traction combined with that. And there's a song about it on my YouTube channel, and there's a thing about how I find the written word intellectually attractive. And I share my opinions on that very, very in depth. And so, I don't, like, I'm not imploring you to go read that post, like I'm imploring you to go see my podcast episode about the astrology. But I will share my, opinions, and I don't want to crowd the algorithm with posts, but that's kind of the whole point of writing posts, is for me to express my words in a clear, non-rushed, edited, non-rambling, well written out, articulate, creative way when I write posts. That's what I'm going to stick to from now on is writing posts because I can do that unlike what I can do in Instagram stories and all that stuff. Um, so I'm going to, continue to do that. Like, it won't just be updates and video summaries and all that. Like, I won't use the community tab. Like, somebody was telling me the other day, like, you are doing it for an audience and you need to think about the audience and you're presenting to an audience and like I know that, But if I have that philosophy, it is going to totally ruin my creativity. It's going to limit me, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use it for what I feel is right, for what I genuinely want to use it for. And I'm going to make the videos that I genuinely want to do that, and however many videos and the videos I want to make that genuinely feel right for me. And that's what I want to make clear because my mind works in very simple terms. I have to be true to myself and authentic myself because if I get swayed into what you think and getting so caught up in that, then I get confused and then my values get all twisted around and then I just end up in a muck and then I just feel so guilty and then I have to go back to what I was doing because, oh, this is not serving me. Oh, this is not working out for me. I do want to be open to compassionate, constructive criticism, though. I will take that into consideration. And I really, really want to. Like, I seriously do want to can take that all into consideration. Like, I want to, but if I'm being perfectly honest and real and raw, like, I just, like you're getting like you get following. I'm just saying the honest truth. You get following on your, YouTube channel and everything like that because of the things that you produce when you didn't have as much following. And so I may get a lot of following on my channel because if I continue to do things the way that I want to do them, then I may get, a lot of following, and I'm getting a lot of following, because of that. And then it turns into, pleasing the audience and, doing all that. And pleasing the audience, one way of doing that is, taking everything that they're saying, like every criticism and every, opinion and everything like that personally and then having that compromise my creative energy and what I want to say, like the whole idea around Carly's channel about owning authenticity. You're going to watch that channel and you're going to find, ooh, it's very similar to what I'm saying here in my videos from now on, except I get to the point. I don't just, ramble and I don't just have an off button. Like I know when to stop. I know when to edit I do feel that she, is not the best at doing that in my opinion, or wasn't the best at doing that. My Mercury and Taurus really helps me get to the point and speak to what I really want to speak about instead of the extra stuff, not just talk to talk, like speak with intention and meaning and purpose. So do bear that in mind if you think like, oh, you're talking a lot and doing all that. Like, do bear that in mind in my videos and podcasts. Um, um, And so, getting consumed with this, um, y- I really want to take these things into consideration, but I am just have this fear, have this anxiety that I'm going to become an unhealthy version of myself. I'm going to take you too personally, take you too lively, and then get so wrapped up in this that I'm just not going to enjoy it anymore. And I'm going to become pulled down by it. I'm going to be living from the outside in and not the inside out. I'm going to become drained by it and sucked in by it. And your projection that I'm perceiving and bias and opinions of me are going to get the better of me. And they're going to infuse with what I want to produce, with what I want to say. And that's my fear, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. So if I ever feel like it's getting to that point, I'm going to stop. I'm going to be aware of it and go back to, nope, I'm doing this for myself personally, but I want to share it. That's the whole point. I'm not doing it just simply for you, for your followers. That's not what I'm doing. I'm doing it for me because I want to share it, because I want to make it public, and I hope that you enjoy it and find value of it. And that's the real reason of it. And ideally, I would not care what you think to the point of ruining my creative energy when I want to produce, and focus on other things and have a balanced life. Like I would do it the way that I wanted to, live a balanced life with other things like that would be ideal. Not doing it all the time and getting the more you do it, if you do it constantly like I was doing, you'll get so wrapped up in what the audience thinks, that you may unconsciously and you may just so naturally, like it's so natural and easy to get so caught up in what the audience thinks. Like it's so natural to do that. And I want to be aware of it and I want to give not give into that and stay on the center of being my authentic self because I feel that that is right for me. I think I've emphasized that point enough now. And going back to what I was saying about um judging me in the comments, please don't use the word you should do this. You should try to do this or whatever because the word should is like, oh, I must do this. Oh, I have to do this. Yeah, oh, I need to do this. Could is like I could, but I don't have to. Like it's an idea, it's a potential that I don't have to. So be very, very mindful of your word choice when writing those comments in that way. It's slightly later in the day, and I just thought that I would just make a separate video on this specific thing um, on the comments because I just want to make it clear. I just wanted to clarify and just add a little bit to what I was saying in that video. I did say if you listen to the Jupiter and Virgo podcast, I did say, well, I'll consider it. I'll consider the comments if it's constructive criticism. And I'd like to. I would think that I would like to. However, I cannot do that. I'm going to be blunt and, real and raw. I just cannot do that because if I do that, enough or, do that just in general, then that is going to deplete and wipe away my enjoyment of my videos, my creativity, my um my you know spark for what I'm doing and the real joy out of making videos. When I take comments personally, like edit yourself or calm down, or it's one thing for a video to give advice and things like that that I watch because I personally click on that video because I want to watch it and I perhaps know what to expect in that video. Or I have over 100 Oracle decks now. I mean, that's crazy. All my Oracle decks that I have now. I I open those and I use them for the point of getting guidance for something to consider or think about during the day or whatever I pull them on my own merit, on my own accord, at my own time. And so um so I do this and for myself. And like you cannot make videos for followers. You can't cater to your followers. You can't like when I said I can't cater to you in a way that will deplete my creativity. I agree with what I said, but I don't think I was clear. I mean, I don't want to be blunt, so I'm gonna try not to say this in a blunt way. But here's the truth. I'm not gonna cater to you. I mean, at all. I'm sorry, but no, I cannot do that. Like you can't take comments personally and cater to your followers because that would be like pleasing the whole world. One person saying this, another person saying that, and it would be, catering to your followers, and you can't please the whole world. It's like, why would you come on social media if you're not doing for you because you want to put it out there, you want to share it because it's so good and you're proud of it. So naturally, in this society today with social media, you want to share it. And that's something that we can't avoid. It's a natural thing ingrained in us, and I'm not against that. I think that social media really, I disagree with the film that I was watching. I wrote about AI and creativity, how um, the lady in the film claims social media, um, you know, she said, what happened to creativity and freedom of thought? Did social media happen? No. I think AI happened, and I make that clear in the post. But I think that a lot of people have a lot of creativity and freedom of thought. I mean, look at me. Because of this, I have the creativity to make videos publicly, and I have the freedom of thought to express that out. So I disagree with that. You can watch that video. I disagree with it. And the person in response disagrees with it as well. Um, so you can't do that. I mean, I was talking to somebody about this, and I was like, well, maybe I'm taking this a little personally when I shouldn't be taking it personally at all. I mean, I hate to just, bear down and say, well, I'm going to, get rid of comments because I want you to feel the freedom to express what you want to express. That doesn't mean I'm going to apply it and take it and do it. But I want you to have the freedom to express whatever you want to express and not hold back. This is a safe, open channel where you can express what you want. And I don't want you to feel like you have to restrict what you want to express on my videos just because I'm saying all this. And I'm sorry if that other part of the video, my face was cut off. I did not adjust the camera, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. So don't you dare judge me on that because as I made clear in Jupiter and Virgo, don't judge a Jupiter and Virgo unless it's compassionate constructive criticism. But I just don't want to take comments personally like that, like any judgment or anything. So, don't dare, like because I know about that, like I'm aware of that, and I know that was an issue, and I looking back at that, like I should have adjusted. Like, I was judging myself, like I should have adjusted that. And so maybe I will do that next time because I noticed that, and I want to make it better. And that is a constructive criticism that I am giving myself. So that's what I want to say. Just add an add-on to what I was saying before.